Skylanders is an awesome franchise because of the Toys to Life feature. When I was a kid and I went to the store back in the day, just looking at all of them displayed there was really cool to see. Whether you collected them when they first came out, or you joined the community later on, we can all agree that these little figures are 1. Very collectible, 2. Fun to use, and 3. Just really cool to even look at. Now in today's video, I'm going to show you my Spyro's Adventure collection. This video will be part 1 out of 6, since I'm spreading this out to go over each individual game. This video is also my 100 sub special, so thank you all so much for that. We've been growing rapidly, and let's keep the grind up together. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, so I'm starting this video off by showing my starter packs. And yes, you hear that correctly, starter packs. Multiple. Anyway, at first we're gonna start with, obviously, Spyro. There he is. Yeah, I got him in 2011, and I got the starter pack when I was younger. And man, this is what got me into the Skylanders franchise. Yeah, I absolutely love the starter pack from SSA. And obviously, in that starter pack, you also get Trigger Happy and Gilgrunt. And these are just 3 amazing Skylanders. I think Gilgrunt and Trigger Happy are better than Spyro. But yeah, all 3 of them are awesome anyway. Then I also do have this green Gilgrunt that you get in like the Xbox version. So yeah, we got that one as well. And now for my starter packs. First of all, we have the French exclusive mini pack, which is pretty cool. You just got like the game and 1 Skylander and some codes and a portal and a poster. So basically what you'd get in the normal starter pack, except yeah, you get an extra figure and no box for the game, which is really weird. It's just like in a plastic bag, but it's okay, it's fine. It's French, so I mean, what can you expect, right? And then I also have this one right here, and this one's pretty cool because it's the PC version of Spyro's Adventure. Yeah, it works as well. I've tested it out. It's been opened, so it's not really sealed. But yeah, it works, and yeah, that's pretty cool. I've even streamed on Twitch playing this game right here. So yeah, this is definitely an awesome one. I only bought it for 10 euros, which is crazy. Now the other games that I own are the 3DS version of Spyro's Adventure. I have the Wii version, just a regular one. This one was actually my original from 2011. And I have the sought after Japanese Wii U edition for Spyro's Adventure. I don't have a way to play it right now, so it's kind of just sitting here in my collection. I know it does work though, because when I insert it into the Wii U, it says it's region locked. So yeah, it does work, but I just need to mod a Wii U. I'm not gonna do that with my regular one right now though. Also for the 3DS version, I have this little pen. I guess that's cool, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of funny. I don't know. It looks really derpy. Look at him. Alright, now I'm just going to show you all of my Skylanders from each element. So we're starting off with Magic Element, and obviously we have Spyro that I already showed you guys. Then we have Voodooed, which is pretty cool. We have Double Trouble, which isn't my favorite, but he's pretty strong. So yeah, he's kind of fun to use. And then we have Wrecking Ball. And I actually got Wrecking Ball in 2012. And yeah, I got this one from my grandma. She sadly passed away, but it's still a pretty cool memory to, you know, have this. Now we're moving on to the tech element. And up first we have Mr. Trigger Happy himself. We have Drill Sergeant. And I actually don't have the red version, even though he's pretty cheap. Just never got him. We have Boomer, and Boomer was actually really rare at first in the Netherlands. You could not find him anywhere when he first came out. So yeah, I was pretty lucky to get him. I didn't get him immediately, but when I did, I instantly bought 2 triple packs. Well, my parents did, because, you know, I was like 7. So yeah, we bought 2 triple packs, so my friend had the same triple pack as well. It's one with Prison Break too, I think. And then we have Drobot. And Drobot, I never really liked Drobot that much when I was younger, but he's still pretty cool, and he's just very strong, so I just use him when I couldn't beat anything. Up next, we have the Fire Element. We have Mr. Flameslinger, or Lameslinger. We have Sunburn, and Sunburn is alright. I mean, he's pretty strong, so I guess people like him because he's like his main attack is strong. The rest isn't that good, so yeah, not my favorite one. Then we have Igniter, and Igniter I actually got when I was younger, and I got him in the triple pack with Igniter, Tornado, and Camo, I believe. And I remember getting it for passing the year in school, and I instantly played on the Goo Factory because that's where you got a Camo Soul Gem, and I really liked Camo. And yeah, Igniter kind of got overshadowed for Camo. Sorry, man. Shout out to Ignite the Fire though. You did steal my video idea, my Nightmare Lock, but it's okay. It's fair enough. He gave me a shout out, so it's fair. And then lastly, we have Eruptor, and Eruptor is actually probably he's probably my second favorite Skylander from Spyro's Adventure. Yeah, this one was the first one I got, and I got him in the triple pack, which most people got, with Eruptor, Bash, and Chop Chop. But yeah, I remember getting him because I thought like the elemental pole that you have in Spyro's Adventure, where you can get like some treasure at the end of it, I thought you had to beat that to go through the game. I don't know why, but yeah, I just really wanted more Skylanders, you know, more elements. So we got these three, and yeah, I was really happy with Eruptor. I really liked him, and I still do to this day. Up next we have Water. First off, we obviously have Gilgrunt, yeah, from the starter pack. Then we have Slam Bam, and I remember really liking Slam Bam when I was younger, and I really like the Empire of Ice too. And the Empire of Ice I still like, but Slam Bam, not so much anymore. Yeah, he just doesn't do it for me anymore, sadly. And then we also have Zap, and I have no idea when I got him. Yeah, not very memorable for me. And lastly, we have the last one that I needed. Mr. Whamshell. So this one I actually didn't have in 2012, it probably was. I have 31 Skylanders, not including variants, of course. I had 31, and I didn't have Whamshell. It took me, technically it took me about 10 years to get this guy. To get the base set for Spyro's Adventure. And the worst thing is, a friend of mine, who used to be a friend when I was younger, he lives like, I don't know, maybe 500 meters away from me. And he had him. He had him. And he didn't play anymore. So I was like, oh, you know, could I just like buy him off of you? And he said no. I was like, dude, really? Really? So yeah, that's why it took me 10 years. Yeah, just because that one guy was annoying. It is what it is. Yeah. I do have him now though. And he did not live up to the hype. He was kind of fun, but, you know, he's not the best one. Up next, we have Undead. And first one is Hex. And believe it or not, this is my original one from 2011. Look, both her arms. Craziest part is, I had a duplicate of Hex, and she had both of her arms as well. And my Lycra one had both arms as well. Dude, I was such a good kid. I never broke anything. I was a collector back then already. So yeah, Hex is very fun. I really liked Hex. And I think that the Undead element is probably one of the best elements in SSA. We have Cinder up next, and Cinder is also fun. She's fast, and she has good attacks, so yeah. The only thing I don't like is the flying attack. Like, her special ability is flying, like, really? That's so annoying, man. Could have made something, like, really cool, you know? Up next, we have Chop Chop, and Chop Chop is the worst one from Undead, I think. From SSA, anyway. Yeah. He's cool, but he's not my favorite. And then we have Ghost Roaster. And if I'd have to choose a favorite from Spyro's Adventure, it would be this one right here. I think dodging attacks while damaging yourselves very slightly, I think that is really, really strong and really fun to do. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites, and yeah, I use him in the Nightmare Lock a lot because it's just very strong. Now we have the life element. And if you thought Undead was a good element, man, SSA really knocked it out of the park with this one. First off, we have Stump Smash. And Stump Smash is really, really awesome to use. I really like Stump Smash. This was probably one of my favorites when I was younger, just because I really loved the design, you know? Yeah, Stump Smash was awesome and still is to this day. Then we have Stealth Elf, and you really need to look closely because you might not see her. Dumb joke. Anyway, yeah, Stealth Elf is really good, but most people don't like her just because she's like too good. You know, she's not really fun to use, it's just spammy. But I still think she's very fun. There's a lot of things about her that you can still do, and yeah, she's a cool character all around. Then we have Zook, and Zook, again, very cool to use. Zook is awesome, yeah. Then we have Camo, and this one would probably be my third favorite, like right below Ghost Roaster, Eruptor, Camo, you know. Camo is great. I really like the melon attack, and yeah, he's just great all around. I waited a very long time to get this one. Like, I remember my parents telling me, you know, if I passed the year, then I would get him in the triple pack. Well, they didn't tell me actually. They told me that they would just get him, and then I got the triple pack instead, which was really cool. But I remember getting him, and man, I played Camo for hours, 100%. I instantly maxed him out, and yeah, I had a lot of fun playing as him. Up next we have Earth, and obviously I have to start with Bash because this was like one of the first ones I got, and yeah, I kind of enjoyed him. I remember playing Stone Town with him. I think I used to just play the levels where the soul gems of the character was, if that makes sense, because I remember playing Bash in Stone Town. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's just so like memorable to me. And I kind of remember Bash, and I didn't really like him that much because, well, Eruptor was way better. So yeah, he's still fun though. He's a good Skylander, and yeah, shout out to Crash. Up next we have Prison Break, and Prison Break is pretty good. Shout out to my friend DJ. It's his favorite Skylander, and yeah, I understand why. He's pretty fun with his crystals, you know, and he can be pretty strong as well. So yeah, cool one. Then we have Terrafin, and I remember this one because this I think this was my second adventure pack, and I got the Empire of Ice obviously, and I really love that one. And then I got Terrafin. Yeah, not the best one in my opinion. I did have fun playing as him for a little bit, but not too long, and I didn't like his adventure pack as much either. So yeah, it was kind of a letdown, but it's alright. And then we have Dino Rang. And I remember getting Dino Rang because this was like one of the last ones that I got. Obviously, not including Whamshell. But before Whamshell, I think this was like the last one that I needed. And yeah, I remember playing as him a little bit, but not too much. Again, I remember playing as him on Darkwater Cove. Again, because that's where the soul gem is. I don't know why. I keep playing, like when I was younger, I think I just played all of them on the levels they got their soul gems at. And now we have the last element to go over. After that we go to like some magic items and stuff like that. This is the last element that we need. Up first we have Whirlwind, and I really remember all of this because this is like the air saga for me. I got Whirlwind first out of the air Skylanders. Just because I needed one, right? I needed an air Skylander to open gates and everything. And I remember playing as her and just not enjoying her at all. I played her to get through the gates, but that's basically it. After that, I got Sonic Boom. And Sonic Boom was kind of a letdown as well for me. I don't know, when I was younger I didn't really like Sonic Boom. She's okay now, but still not the biggest fan, you know. So that was 2 out of 2 that I didn't like. Then I got Lightning Rod, and this one I liked a little bit more. Not too much again. Just the air Skylanders are just not my favorites. I think this is the worst element for SSA, and maybe even in general. Yeah. Lightning Rod was kind of fun, but I never really loved them that much. And yeah, that's basically all the air Skylanders. There's no more. There's not a single one. Right? But... oh no. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
This is called what?
That's just avocado toast.
This is called what?
Turkey sausage.
This is called what?
Turkey bacon.
And this is called what?
Veggie scramble.
And what is this?
Those are pickled banana peppers.
And what is this?
Berries and seeds.
And perhaps what is this?
Water.
Yeah, there he is. Warnado. It's Warnado, okay? So this is kind of like a running joke in my community. I don't know why, but Warnado is definitely my least favorite Skylander from Spyro's adventure. And everyone keeps telling me that he's my favorite, even though he's really not. But yeah, it's okay. On the 17th of March, we are doing a 6-hour stream of only Warnado. Look at this guy. He looks like he's gonna enjoy it. Actually, he doesn't. He kind of looks angry. You see it? He doesn't like me either. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna do a 6-hour live stream with Warnado to see if, you know, I like him more afterwards. And yeah, it was actually channel point redemption. So guys, if you want anything like that, you know, you could join my Discord server and my Twitch, because on Twitch we stream, and yeah, that's where you can farm points and redeem them for stuff like this. Yeah, and this time, SN is the one who redeemed the Warnado stream. He's the one who makes my thumbnails, and you've probably seen him in the comments down below. Yeah, he grinded a while to get these points, and yeah, he's definitely happy with it. At least he is. Now we'll go through our adventure packs. So the first one is Pirate Seas. You see go? I don't know what I'm doing. And then we have the treasure chest and the swords. I don't know all the names. I never really used them. I didn't like them as a kid, and I still don't like them now. I just like playing the normal game, you know, without any boosts or anything else. So yeah, I never really used them. Up next, we have the Empire of Ice, which is really, I mean, look at this design. It's so cool. Very awesome. Definitely my second favorite adventure pack. And then we have the Anvil. Anvil of Rain, I think it's called. And the Shield. Guys, I don't know all the names. I don't know what they do even. I think this like rains down anvils, and this one just gives you like a protective shield. I'm not entirely sure though. Now we have the Dark Light Crypt, and this is my favorite adventure pack. This one is really, really awesome. It's kind of like a Pokemon, you know, the pre-evolution of Williken Village. So yeah, that's kind of why I like it. I don't know. I think the switching is very fun, and yeah, together with Dark Light Crypt, we get these two, and these two I have actually used. This one is like the healing elixir. It gives you healing, obviously. And this one is the Time Twister. I think that's what it's called. And it just slows down, like you're in like slow mode, or the enemies, I think. And then we have the last adventure pack, which is Dragon's Peak. And visually, this one is the best adventure pack, in my opinion. It's not the most fun one, but that's okay. Then we have Sparks. I have no idea what Sparks does, I'm gonna be honest. I think I used this once to test it out in 2011. And that's it. And then we have the Winged Boots. I also don't really use this one, but this one is the most popular out of the like the magic items, because you get like a speed up from this. And I think in the X-Pack games, like the PlayStation and Xbox ones and the PC one, there's like a glitch or something, or it like goes way faster. You can stack them. I'm not really sure how it works, but yeah, it's like way stronger. So yeah, this one's the most popular one, but I, again, never really used it. And then lastly, we have the Volcanic Vault. I'm not really sure what to think of this. I mean, you get an arena battle, or like an arena area. It's cool. Visually, it looks very cool. You can even open it, but there's like nothing inside, obviously. It's like blue inside. But yeah, I'm not gonna open it obviously, because then it gets like bent, so you can't really push it down anymore. Yeah, cool magic item, but very much not worth it if you need to pay like full price for this. I got a decent deal, but yeah, not worth it. If only if you're going for like a full base set, then yeah, it's worth it. But other than that, don't get this. Okay, so we've had all of our magic items, and now we go to what I believe to kind of be magic items as well. It is Gil Grunt, the sidekick. He's alright, I don't know. These are not very cool. Terabyte, sidekick. Trigger, Snappy, sidekick. And Whisper Elf, sidekick. I actually have two of these. They're probably the most expensive ones, but they're only like 10 euros. So, they're not crazy, and they really don't do anything. All they do is like dance around you, and that's it. Cool thing about it is that you can use them as minis in Trap Team. So this Whisper Elf is pretty cheap, you know, like 10 euros. The Trap Team mini for Whisper Elf goes for 80 euros. That's 8 times as much. You can just buy this one and then you can use it in Trap Team as well. Obviously, I am gonna need the Whisper Elf from Trap Team as well, eventually. Because I want the full base set. But yeah, you can just use them in that game as well. So, you don't really need them. Alright, now we go to our variants. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the only variant that I had when I was a kid from Spyro's Adventure. Legendary Trigger Happy. I really like Legendary Trigger Happy. This is the one I probably used most out of every single one that I had. I just really like the Legendary one. I don't know what it is. I really like Trigger Happy because you could just spam with him. And then I got this one. Man, my parents didn't want to get him because he's basically the same character, right? The same Skylander. But I still really, really enjoyed it. And I have many, many hours in this one. And yeah, to this day, he's really, really cool. Now I'll show off the other 3 legendaries. First of all, we have Legendary Bash, and this is actually the last one that I needed to complete the base set for Spyro's Adventure. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, this is the last one that I needed, without including chase variants, of course. Then we have Legendary Spyro, very cool variant to look at. I don't know, in game he's alright. I like the dark version more in game, but visually, IRL, this one is definitely really cool. And then last of all, we have Gold Chop Chop. Oh no, wait a minute, that one's still coming. Oops. We have a Legendary Chop Chop. And this one's alright. Again, he looks very cool, but I'm not the biggest fan of Chop Chop, so it's alright. And last of all, we have Dark Spyro. Now this one is very cool because it is the only variant that changes their attack. Because Dark Spyro's attack color is purple instead of just like the red fire, right? It's purple fireballs, and that's pretty cool. It's the only variant that does that. And yeah, that's definitely very awesome. Now guys, now we're gonna move on to the moment that you've all been waiting for, really. So I'm gonna show off the first one, and yeah, you're gonna get very excited, obviously, because we have in-box Dynarang. Wow, look at him, guys. Wow, so cool. I just bought this one for like 5 euros, so that wasn't really anything crazy. Okay, now seriously though. Now we're gonna go to the big boys, the coolest ones. First of all, we have the one I've already shown, Green Gilgrunt. So I'm gonna show off all my chase variants from SSA, and this is the first one. Yeah, he's alright. He looks very cool. It's not the craziest chase variant though. Then we have Blue Bash. And this one actually took me quite a while to get, just because in the Netherlands he's not as common as he is like in the US. Still very cool though. I like him. I like when the base changes, I like that the most. I don't know why, but it looks like so immersed, you know what I mean? Yeah, I love that. Now we're moving on to my top 3. My big 3 of SSA. They're not really the big 3. First of all, we have Flocked Stump Smash Inbox. Very cool Skylander. Very awesome to see. Yeah, he is kind of loose, like the packaging is kind of loose, but that's like normal, you know, just like the glue that's kind of gotten loose. That's a good sign though, that just means that it's the old glue, and yeah, he's never really been opened. Really awesome Skylander, really, really cool, and yeah, definitely one of my favorite chases. Now we have Gold Chop Chop. This one is one of my more recent chases. I think this is the most recent actually. Yeah, just a very, very cool chase. Not my favorite, but I got it for a decent price, so I thought why not, right? Completely sealed still. Anyway, yeah, very cool, and yeah, now we move on to the last big one. And this one, guys, this one is thus far probably my favorite chase, I'd say. Maybe second favorite, I don't know. Next episode I think you see my favorite, but this one is really, really cool. Here he comes. Red camo, and it's kind of hard to see on cam every single time. This is probably the best way I can show, like sideways, as you can see. Red camo, right here. Very cool figure, very awesome. We're gonna do a new series with red camo, and yeah, we're gonna do every single road challenge with him. As you can see, packaging kind of getting loose a little bit. Again, good sign. That just means it's real. Yeah, definitely really awesome. And this is the most expensive one. Like the most expensive Skylander if you look at chases and US prices. It's probably not the most expensive in the Netherlands or like in EU in general, because he got released in EU. But yeah, if you go to eBay, you can see why red camo is definitely a rare piece. Alright guys, and now we're at the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you also so much for 100 subs. Like, are you kidding me? 100 subs already! We started this channel like at the beginning of the year. Technically at the end of last year, but like really right at the end. We're already at 100 subs, and yeah, I'm very excited to see where we're gonna go throughout this year. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Next week we do Giants, so I'm gonna show you my whole Giants collection. A week after that, Swap Force, etc. You know, you get the picture. So yeah, thank you all again so much for watching and for being here. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.